This is your boy AJTRIP, and welcome to the rapid reaction of NXT in Your House 2022. What a really solid show tonight was. It really was. It really is. People continue to clown on NXT for some reason, but NXT continue on to not only produce on Tuesday nights, but when they have these other events, they are doing one hell of a job as well. All of these young guys, creeds, everybody like that, they did a wonderful job tonight, man. And great to watch and great to just sit back and watch. Starting off the weekend real good, and we'll see what Hell in a Cell does tomorrow night. But let's go ahead and let's talk about tonight's In Your House. We start with the 6-man tag. The match of Legado del Fantasma against the family, the D'Angelo family. Tony D'Angelo and his two cronies, like the 2 dimes and 8 nickels, whatever, whoever those guys are. But listen, they did their job perfectly tonight too. You know, I'm not sure how what they are in what they are in their realm of streaming or anything that's streaming in their whatever they're doing. But it was really fun. This match really was getting at the crowd excited. The Legato has the crowd firmly behind them, and Tony D'Angelo and the family are, totally hateable. And she's really good. All 6 guys worked their ass off. They did anything they needed to do. I love the fact that before the match, the referee went and checked all of the corners to make sure that there were no funny business, there were no brass knuckles, there was no pipes, and still they ended up having them anyway. Leche Lopez, she had the brass knuckles, and there was a crowbar under the ring. D'Angelo took a swing at I think it was maybe Joaquin Wilde. Missed. He took the crowbar. He didn't hit one of the other guys of Stacks or 2 dimes, whoever it was. And then Leche Lopez, she gives Escobar the knuckles, but D'Angelo pushes Escobar to the ring. He takes the knuckles. He hits Wild. The other guy pushes the guy who got hit with the crowbar, who was out on his feet, pushed him over on top, and then got a 1-2-3 and a cover and a victory for the D'Angelo family, which means that Legado del Fantasma are now working for Tony D'Angelo, the Don of NXT. Unbelievable. Great match. Great way to start off tonight. 3 3/4 stars. Truly amazing. There's a couple people saying they don't understand why Legado del Fantasma is not on the main stage. Well, there's 3 reasons. All 3 guys are probably under 6 feet tall. And let's face it, that's the reason why. They're gonna be. I'm not gonna say that, but yeah, it's that's the main reason why they're not on the main roster. Although you could really give them a good run against Ray and Dominic, who they came down one time in NXT and kind of wrestling they had a match and Dominic won, so that would just be an obvious feud right there that they can do for 2 or 3 months to get Legado del Fantasma pretty much over on the main roster, but it is what it is. Again, great start to the show. Next was the NXT Women's Tag Team Championship. Yeah, it was Toxic Attraction versus Katana Chance and Kaden Carter. Real nice match here. Listen, I try to be professional here and try to talk about the match and everything like that, and its goodness, its badness, its indifference, whatever it may be. But Lord have mercy, Gigi though, my heavens, she's been she's been working those squats. I guess that's all I'll just say. Working those squats. My heavens. Anyway, some really cool stuff here. Obviously, uh, Town Chance is so athletic, and she's putting out all the stuff. She's got a um, really good pace to her. Still kind of think, you talk about small, you know, you look at Zelina Vega and you look at Alexa Bliss. I almost be willing to say that Stacey Canizero is small. That's her name. That's what used to be her name. Katana Chance is smaller than those two. And that's amazing to think. Who knows what and maybe Vince won't particularly care because on the main roster because it's the women, and they can be small to a certain extent. But yeah, she's very tiny. Keaton Carter isn't too much taller than her as well, but she's great. I loved it. It ended up with like a German suplex after Lisa Jane hit Katana Chance, no, Kaden Carter, excuse me, corner of the rope. She hit a German suplex on her 1, 2, 3. Toxic Attraction retains the NXT Tag Team Championship. 3 stars. It was very nice. I think this is a good shot for them. I was a little bit worried that they maybe would put the titles on Chance and Carter, but that wasn't the case. So we'll see what's next for Toxic Attraction. There's got to be someone next. They're going to put some team together next. And again, I would think whatever if they are planning on doing something for SummerSlam, something before SummerSlam. Although SummerSlam will be on a Saturday, so I don't know if they'll do a show on Sunday or not. But it would be something. I think that at some point you gotta find 3 people who can take out Toxic Attraction. And for the life of me, I thought that maybe it would have been like Corey Graves or Roxanne Perez and maybe somebody else, or maybe maybe this team of Carter and Chance will get another chance, no pun intended, at it. But yeah, as I talk about that, I'm not saying this as a way of saying that I'm getting tired of Toxic Attraction. I'm not. They're a really good. They're a really good crew, and as long as Gigi Dolan and Mandy Rose continues to be on my TV, I'm not gonna. So yeah, there was that. Again, like I said, 3 stars. North American title was on the line. In my predictions video, I said that this could be the match tonight. This could steal the show. Well, it wasn't. It didn't. Still very good. But to be honest, it's kind of disappointing in the way that I thought that. I always complain about fans, like fantasy booking and getting their hopes up instead of just enjoying the moment. And I've always said I do that too, and I think I did it here. I thought this could be a tremendous classic, and it was just okay, very good. It's surprising for me, victory for me, as Carmelo Hayes beats Cameron Grimes to become a 2-time North American champion. And I would have thought that Cameron Grimes would have won here, and then he would have then lost to Solo Sikoa. So now so does this mean that Solo Sikoa, the fans are fully behind Solo? So now you're not going to put the title on him? You're going to keep it on Carmelo Hayes? I don't know about that. That might have been the wrong thing, wrong booking thing that I would have done. But Yeah, okay, match. Excuse me. I'm a lot tired than I usually am, so had a quite the night. That's nice. So yeah, but pretty good match. 3.5 stars for the match. Again, surprising that there's the before I go on, the spot of the match was it was like I don't know if you call it I don't know if you would call it a reverse Spanish fly or an inverse Spanish fly or a transverse Spanish fly because Carmelo Hayes was looking for like a springboard, just like maybe springboard clothesline, and Cameron Grimes went to the second rope as well, and then did a backflip with him. Except instead of Carmelo Hayes facing him, as it does a Spanish fly, he was like this, and both guys like that. So I don't know. It was amazing. Got one of the first holy shit chants of the night. Um, it's two or three. But again, Cameron Grimes couldn't get the job done. Carmelo Hayes wins. Next was the NXT Women's Title match between Mandy Rose and Wendy Chu. I really hope that they are getting ready to get rid of this gimmick for Wendy Chu. They had this woman sleeping, and we saw her dream. We saw her dream. We saw her dream where she ended up being the NXT Women's Champion. And she woke up and walked to the ring. At least this time she wasn't jump shoot. She was always in one of these 80s track suits. Well, I would have expected the D'Angelo family to be wearing the 80s track suits. She was wearing 80s track suits. I don't know. Yeah, again, Mandy's done her best work down in NXT. She came up to the main roster probably called up too early. Most people said that they were called up because of the Royal Rumble. She was still very green at the time. She spent a couple years, and when she improved without question. But she is without question 10 to 20 times better than she was on the main roster. She's it's great to see, wonderful to see. So when she does, I'm assuming when she does go back to the main roster, she can jump right in and hang with the Becky Lynches, with the Bianca Belairs, with the Charlotte Flairs, with the Oscars, the Rhea Ripleys of the world. She can jump right in there and be able to hang with them. And if you bring Toxic Attraction along, that's going to be a fantastic vehicle for the show. Yeah. So it's really. I'm just really happy for Mandy Rose. She really does. She's one of the few people who deserves to be deserving. As for this match, it was pretty good. I can look past the character and see that Wendy Chu has something there in terms of ability, in terms of style, in terms of and also you think in terms of marketability. Today her makeup was kind of I don't know what they were doing with her makeup, but you know that she's a very attractive woman. So that could be helpful too. She's got it all, and then with her being Asian, you know, she could, they had Zia Lee and Tamina doing the Asian American Pacific Islander commercial last month. But I think she would be perfect for that too. We can get her out of this goddamn gimmick. But yeah, it was truly amazing. She she was trying to go for a top rope remover, and she had chicken her jacket and tied it around her waist, and Randy Rose got up there, took the jacket, and threw her off the top rope by her jacket, hit her with her pump knee, 1-2-3, victory for Mandy Rose. Again, very good match, 3.25 stars. I really enjoyed this, and I'm really hoping that sooner, very soon, they start to get her out of this thing. They did it with Madcap last night on SmackDown. Let's do it here with Wendy Chu. Can we do it here with Wendy Chu, please? Thank you. The next match is the NXT Tag Titles between Pretty Deadly and the Creed Brothers. The Creed Brothers do not win; they were out of Dynamite. Again, Creed Brothers. They showed it here. The Creed Brothers had signed in 2020, in early 2021, and they made their debut later in the year, later in 2021, and here we are, just 7-8 months later, and they're the NXT Tag Team Champions, and they're really good in the ring. It's really good in the ring. This is another thing that they had surprisingly shocking rise. So love to see it. Truly love to see it. Pretty Deadly comes from NXT UK. I've never watched it. Well, I shouldn't say never. I watched the first Ilya Dragunov Walter match. That was on the NXT UK. They uploaded that to the WWE channel, and I watched it with that. But otherwise, I haven't watched a lot, if at all, any of NXT UK. So I don't know Pretty Deadly. They seem to be okay in the ring. They seem to be, it's the usual typical heel egotistical gimmick. They think that they're good looking, and combine that with their ability in the ring, it makes them pretty deadly. So it's good here. It's a really cool thing. You see a lot of power moves from the Creed brothers, and really good stuff. I think towards the end, I'm trying to figure out whether or not I thought that was good or not. So towards the end, one of the guys from Pretty Deadly throws in the tag titles. It goes to what's his face? Goes to one of the Creed brothers, Julius, I think it is, and he picks it up and he starts to look at it. He got hit in the head with the title last week or the week before, or wherever. And he looks over his mother and father. He looks over to his father, and his father's like, "Don't do it." He gets up. He gives it to the ref. One of the members of the Pretty Deadly tries to attack him. He runs into the other Creed brother, Brutus, throws him down. He throws him down with like a slam from his shoulders. Julius goes to the top, hits a shooting star press. God, that was pretty nice. And then runs off, hits that sliding clothesline. 1, 2, 3, new NXT Tag Team Champions, the Creed brothers. Yeah, I enjoyed this. I enjoyed this a lot. 3.5 stars. Really good stuff here from these guys. Julius, especially now that I know he can do a shooting star press. Wow, Julius looks like he is made for, he is made for the main event. He is made for, he is Kurt Angle reincarnated. Brutus, on the other hand, his wrestling ability makes him made for this look. He has a Trevor Murdoch look about him. So I don't know what that's going to stay. I don't know if what exactly it would be for both guys, but man, it's again, it's incredible to see where they came from when they debuted late last year to now. The improvement they're made, everything. So good on them. Happy moment. Like I said, I'm torn on whether or not that is a touching moment of looking over to the father, or if it's laying on Tuesday. I don't know. I'm not sure. But glad the Creed brothers run, and they are your new NXT Tag Team Champions. And finally, for the NXT Tag title, not the NXT Tag title, for the NXT title, excuse me, Braun Breaker takes on Joe Gacy. Braun Breaker gets disqualified, Joe Casey becomes the champion. And obviously, leading up to this, Joe Casey has been messing with Braun Breaker's mind, kidnapping his father and throwing him off, the stanchions and doing all of this to him. And attacking him and getting him so enraged and upset. In fact, he actually lost to Duke Hudson by disqualification a couple of weeks ago on NXT. So, and here he started off quickly. He slapping him. He was slapping him all around, trying to get him to make that mistake. They even brought in a chair and had him take the chair and told him to hit him. The Druids kept messing with Braun Breaker. He had out in the ring, and I'm calling them Druids because I guess they dress like Druids, except they're not in all black. They're in the color. They're like in purple. And he was doing all of that, and and there was other things where it was almost like a switch where, at one point, where the Druid gets, they do the Eddie Guerrero thing. The Druids get into the ring, and they distract the ref. Joe Gacy hits the chair on the mat, throws it to Braun Breaker. He catches it, and then the referee turns around because he's heard the sound, and he sees Braun Breaker with the chair, and Joe Gacy rolling around, holding his head, rolling on the ground, and he's like, and you see the referee saying, "I'm sorry, Braun, I gotta do it. I gotta do it." This is getting ready to ring the bell. Another referee comes in and tells him, "No, he didn't do it. He didn't do it." And calms him down, and then he gets back into the match, and then the chair comes into it again. He gives the chair to the ref, and then the gives him a low blow, and boy, that was 2 9/10 of a count. 1, 2, and it was like that. I'm sure that you can see. It's like just like this, right? Like this, just almost touching, and before Braun Breaker kicked out. So then they tried it again one more time, except Braun hit one of the Druids with the chair. Joe Gacy tried to do his little flipping thing off the rope from the clothesline. Braun caught him with a spear, picked him up with the spear with the press slam. 1, 2, 3. Braun Breaker retains the NXT Championship. And I should also mention that there was a good spot where Braun Breaker speared Joe Gacy off of the ring apron onto the table, breaking the table. So having that table there has been very interesting this past couple of weeks with Wesley going through it, and then now good old fashioned good old Joe Gacy going through it. So good match, 3 1/4 star. I mean, it's just a fantastic night and highly entertained. Every match was, 3 stars or higher. So man, it awesome, truly awesome. Had no qualms about this tonight. NXT 2.0 once again proving to the world that they are continuing to move away from the black and gold brand into this new colorful things. But like all the titles are colorful now. All the titles have like all the NXT colors in it and everything like that. So that's an interesting. So I love it. They announced July 5th, Tuesday, July 5th is going to be NXT Great American Bash. So that's on TV. Next the thing they're going to do. So that should be wonderful. Great job from NXT, and here tonight with a great night. Great night. I think I got 5. I was 5-1 tonight with my predictions. Let me see real quick. So I had Tony D'Angelo, Channing Stacks Lorenzo, and Troy 2 Dimes Donovan. These fucking names. Had them winning, they won. After Attraction winning, they won. Creed Brothers winning, their run. Cameron Grimes winning, he lost. Mandy Rose winning, she won. And Braun Breaker winning, he won. 5-1. So back on track. That's gonna make me 35-12 on the year. And then, of course, we've got Hell in Cell tomorrow night. So make sure you are back here with me tomorrow night after the Hell in Cell. Please click the notification bell if you're watching on YouTube and Twitch. I guess the Twitch is notification bell as well. So that when I go live, you guys can go on and jump right in. I don't know if D Live has a notification bell, or and you can follow me on Twitter at AJTRIP20. I'm now because I'm streaming multiple platforms so that you can see your boy do his thing. So yeah, man, thanks a lot. Thanks very much. I truly appreciate you guys watching and everything like that. Make sure you check out my predictions video on my YouTube channel. Not only the predictions for tonight's in your house, tomorrow night's on sale. So you go there and check those out as well. All right, y'all. Post your comments down below. Tell me what you guys think. Tell me what you guys thought of In Your House. Like the video, share the video, subscribe to the channel. And as always, if you guys have so much for watching, this is your boy, AJTRIP, signing off. As always, be good to each other, y'all. Be careful out there. And I am out.